Professor Wiggleby here, and today the web looks like a circus where every clown carries a megaphone. In just a few minutes, this video explores who gets to judge truth online. Expect useful ideas, messy trade-offs, and a few eyebrow raises, because certainty on the internet rarely arrives wearing clean shoes. We poke at both sides without waving foam fingers for either team. Some rules stop scams and dangerous nonsense. Some rules silence messy but important debate. With bright examples, honest trade-offs, and a dash of mischief, this explainer stays lively while staying useful. So let's take a closer look. Online, a weak claim can strut around like it owns the place. Shares, likes, and dramatic editing make shaky ideas seem sturdy. When millions of people see the same thing again and again, familiar starts feeling true, even when the evidence is thinner than soup at a bad diner. Here is the wrinkle. Being wrong is not always the same as being deceptive. A confused friend, a prankster, a scammer, and a propagandist create very different problems. One needs correction, one needs context, and one perhaps deserves the digital equivalent of being escorted firmly to the exit. There is a practical reason companies remove some content: scale. When one false claim explodes, it can reach millions before breakfast and cause real damage by lunch. Moderation acts like traffic lights for information, imperfect and annoying at times, yet often better than letting every intersection become a demolition derby. Think about volume. Human reviewers cannot inspect every post, so platforms use rules, reports, and automated systems to catch obvious problems. That setup removes some harmful material efficiently, though it also creates mistakes. It is a bit like airport security, useful for safety, occasionally baffling for everyone involved. Unchecked misinformation can corrode trust like rust on a bridge. At first, everything still stands. Then little cracks appear everywhere. People stop believing experts, institutions, journalists, and sometimes each other. When nobody trusts anything, honest information struggles too, and public debate starts wobbling like a shopping cart with one bad wheel. Even when a lie looks silly, its effects can be serious. Repetition creates familiarity. Familiarity breeds confidence, and confidence changes behavior. That chain can move markets, trigger panic buying, distort reputations, and inflame conflict. In short, one ridiculous rumour can throw a surprisingly expensive party in the real world. Now the other side. Giving platforms power to decide truth can backfire hard. Rules can be vague, enforcement can be uneven, and satire, dissent, or minority viewpoints can get swept up with actual nonsense. A giant clean-up sometimes resembles somebody vacuuming the cat, the curtains, and half the furniture. Large systems also struggle with context. Irony, reclaimed language, local politics, and breaking news can confuse both algorithms and rushed human reviewers. That means the wrong post sometimes disappears while a misleading one survives. Nothing says confidence like deleting the accurate joke and promoting the inaccurate panic. So who decides? There is no perfect referee descending from the clouds with a glittering stamp marked truth. Options include platform rules, independent fact-checkers, courts, democratic laws, expert panels, and user choice tools. Each method offers accountability in one place and risk, delay, or bias in another. In the end, deciding what is true online is partly a system problem and partly a you problem. Good rules matter, but so do patience, curiosity, and checking before sharing. The internet gets healthier when platforms act responsibly and users resist the ancient human urge to forward nonsense with confidence. So here sits the grand takeaway, framed beside that unmoving television image like a fancy museum label without the label. Online truth needs protection, but power over truth needs watching too. The challenge is not picking one perfect side. The challenge is balancing safety, fairness, accuracy, and freedom at once. If this sparked a few good questions and maybe one dramatic gasp, I count that as a win. Give the like button a polite nudge if you want more balanced explainers like this, and if a topic deserves the Professor Wiggleby treatment, place it in the comments, then take a bow. See you next time. Before you go, at the top left here is my most recent video. Bottom left is what YouTube says matches your viewing history. Bottom right is a playlist of all my videos. And finally, top right is the subscribe icon. Bye again.